Li Wei thought he'd found the perfect apartment in Chongqing. The rent was suspiciously cheap, but in a city where decent housing costs a fortune, he wasn't about to question his luck. The building stood 12 stories tall, modern and clean, with an elevator that worked perfectly. Well, almost perfectly. The elevator panel had buttons for floors 1 through 6, then jumped straight to 8. No 7. When Li Wei asked the landlord about it, the man just shrugged and muttered something about Chinese superstitions. "People don't like that number," he said, avoiding eye contact. But there's an old belief that haunted Li Wei's grandmother's stories. If a building skips a floor number, that floor doesn't just disappear. It still exists, just not for the living. On his first night, at exactly 11:47 p.m., Li Wei heard them. Slow, dragging footsteps across the ceiling above his 6th-floor apartment. Back and forth, like someone pacing in distress. He grabbed a broom and knocked on the ceiling. The footsteps stopped immediately. The next morning, he checked with his upstairs neighbor on the 8th floor. She'd been asleep all night, she insisted. No one had been walking around. Night 4 brought something worse. Li Wei was returning home at 3 a.m. when the elevator malfunctioned.
You can't
Instead of
escape
stopping
me.
at 6,
Who's there?
it lurched upward
I'm always
one
with
more
you.
floor. The display
You
flickered,
can't escape
showing
me.
a bright red
Who's
7.
there?
The lights
I'm
dimmed
always
to an
with you.
eerie crimson glow, and a
What the-
woman's
stay
voice
back!
whispered through the speakers.
No, please, get away!
"Why did you come back?"
What the?
The
Stay
doors
back!
opened to reveal
No,
nothing
please,
but darkness.
get away!
Li Wei frantically pressed the close button, and the elevator dropped back to 6 like nothing had happened. That's when he met Mei Lin. She appeared in the stairwell between floors 6 and 8. A pale woman in a faded blue dress. "My name is Mei Lin," she said with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "I live on the 7th floor." Li Wei looked down and felt his blood freeze. Her feet weren't touching the steps. She hovered just above them, perfectly still. "There is no 7th floor," he whispered. "There is for me," she replied, then vanished. Desperate for answers, Li Wei researched the building's history. 10 years ago, a devastating fire had consumed the entire 7th floor. The news reports listed several missing persons, including a woman named Mei Lin Chin. Her body was never found. The landlord finally told him the truth when Li Wei threatened to move out.
Hiding something.
There was a ritual during the fire,
The truth
the old
will
man
come out.
confessed, his
Foolish.
hand shaking.
You're hiding
The
something.
residents on other
You know
floors,
nothing.
they were
The
trapped.
truth will come out.
The fire department
Foolish.
couldn't reach
The
them in
veil
time,
thins.
so
We
they
seal the
performed
pact.
an old ceremony, something passed down through generations.
The
They
veil thins.
trapped
We
her
seal the
spirit
pact.
inside the 7th floor to save themselves. They sealed the floor afterward, removed the elevator button, renovated the building to skip from 6 to 8. But spirits don't respect renovations, Mr. Lee. That night, Mei Lin appeared in Li Wei's apartment. Her skin was charred black, her dress burned to tatters. The smell of smoke filled the room. "You've been asking questions," she said with her voice like crackling flames, getting closer to the truth. "The 7th floor has been empty for too long. It needs residents again." Li Wei tried to run, but invisible hands grabbed him. He felt himself being pulled upward, through the ceiling, through floors that shouldn't exist. The last thing he saw was Mei Lin's burned face smiling as darkness consumed him.